Hi everyone and welcome back. As we all know, COVID-19 or coronavirus is a respiratory illness currently affecting the people of Ireland. In order to protect ourselves and stay safe, we need to follow the following guidelines. We must remember it is so important to wash our hands correctly. You can pause on this image to have a look at a step-by-step guide to washing your hands. It is also really important to cover your cough and sneeze appropriately to prevent the spread of germs. When you cough or sneeze, cover your nose and mouth with a tissue or cough or sneeze into your elbow, not your hands. Make sure to wash your hands afterwards. Please watch our YouTube videos on hand hygiene and sneeze and cough etiquette for more details and a step-by-step guide. For today's baking activity, we're going to make earth cookies. The ingredients we are going to need today are as follows: 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of softened butter, a half a cup of milk, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 egg, 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and some blue and green food colouring. The equipment we're going to need today are as follows: 2 mixing bowls, a wooden spoon, measuring spoons or teaspoons, a baking tray, a fork, and an electric hand mixer. Step 1. Grease your tray. For this step, we're going to take a bit of butter on some tissue and spread it around the tray, making sure to get the edges. Step 2. Add 1 cup of sugar to a bowl. Step 3. Add 1 cup of softened butter to the sugar in the bowl. For step 4, we're going to add a half a cup of milk to the butter and sugar in the bowl. Step 5. Add a teaspoon of vanilla extract to the mix. Step 6. Crack an egg into a bowl and beat it lightly with the fork. Step 7. Pour the lightly beaten egg into the bowl. Step 8. Blend the mixture together with the electric hand mixer for 20 to 40 seconds until combined. At this point, it will look something like this. Step 9. Add 1 teaspoon of baking powder to the mix. Step 10. Add 1/4 teaspoon of salt to the mix. Now for step 11. We're going to add 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour to the mix. Step 12. Combine the mixture together using a wooden spoon. At this point, the mixture will look something like this. Step 13. Half the mixture and place 1/2 in a separate bowl. Step 14. Pour a few drops of the blue food colouring on top of 1 bowl of dough. Step 15. Use your hands to work the food colouring into the dough. You may need to use some extra food colouring to get the colour a vibrant blue, but once it's done, it will look something like this. Step 16. We're going to add a few drops of green food colouring to the dough. Step 17. Use your hands to work the green food colouring into the dough. Remember to add more green food colouring if necessary, and once it's ready, it will look something like this. For step 18, we're going to cover the 2 bowls in tin foil. You could use cling film if you have no tin foil. Step 19. Pop the 2 covered bowls in the fridge and chill for 1 hour. Step 20. Sprinkle some flour onto your worktop. Step 21. Take a piece of dough from the green and the blue bowl and combine them together in your hand by rolling them together. At this point, it will look something like this. Step 22. Place your rolled ball on top of your floured worktop and use a rolling pin to flatten it to about 1 inch, as seen here. Using an ordinary drinking glass from the press, press the glass down onto the dough, creating a circular shape. Step 24. Once you have all your cookies cut out with the glass, place them on a greased baking tray. The earth cookies are ready for the oven. Step 25. Place the cookies in a preheated oven at 180 degrees for 8 to 10 minutes. Once the cookies are ready, remove them from the oven and allow them to cool. Once cooled, the earth cookies are ready to eat. Delicious! Thanks for watching everyone, and we'll see you next time.